Welcome viewers. In this lesson we will study about proper use of words, quick tips for sentence corrections, word use. Sentences with principal and subordinate clauses in past tense. If in principal clause past tense is used, subordinate clause too will have past tense. The teacher noticed that the boy was making a noise. Here rule of change of narration also applies. If the reporting speech is in past tense, the reported speech too will be in past tense. The teacher said the boy is making a noise. It will change to the teacher told that the boy was making a noise. There is exception to this. In case of universal truth, past tense is in principal clause and present tense in subordinate clause is used. My mother said that God helps those who help themselves. Accordingly, for change of narration, sentence of universal truth in reported speech does not change. Sentences with two actions in the past, one dependent on the other. In such cases, in one sentence, past perfect tense is used and in the second, future perfect is used. Past perfect is equal to had and third form of verb. Future perfect tense is equal to would have and third form of verb. In such cases, actual action does not take place, but if first action had taken place, second too would have happened. That is, if I had worked hard, I would have passed. In this case, I have not worked hard nor have I passed. Here action required was to take place in both the classes in past but has not taken place. If I had worked can be written in this way also, had I worked hard. Sentences with both principal as well as subordinate clause having action taking place in future. In such cases, two actions are to take place in future, one dependent on the other. In these sentences, in principal clause, future indefinite tense is used and in subordinate clause, present indefinite tense is used. Present indefinite tense is equal to first form of verb and s or es. Future indefinite tense is equal to will or shall and first form of verb. If I go to Delhi, I shall bring a watch for you. You will succeed if you work hard. If it rains, I shall not go to the office. Here both the actions are to take place in future. Conditional sentence. In case of sentences where two actions are taking place in the past, one taking place first and the second thereafter, past perfect tense is used in first and past indefinite in the second sentence. That is, the train had left before I reached the station. It had started raining before I reached home. The match had already started before we reached the stadium. Look. The word look means to see. There are certain other words which too mean to see but in different sense. All the words appear similar in their meaning but are not the same. Following sentences explain their meanings. Students were looking at the blackboard. I requested him to see that picture. She is watching television. Boys have gone to witness cricket match. Mother glanced at her child. The judge stared at the accused. The child was gazing at the boys. The farmer peeped into the well. The participants set their eyes at the trophy. I asked him to go through those papers. The shopkeepers glared at the purse of the customer. He ogled at all the articles lying on the ground. The merchant eyed at the money offered to him. Soon the deer was not in sight of the hunter. All the words in italics have similar meanings to see, but their meanings in different sentences are different. These words are required to be used in sentences carefully. Again. It is very common mistake that word again is used with words having prefix of re. The doctor re-examined the patient again. Boys rejoined the mob again raising slogans. The word re itself means again, so there is no need to add the word again with it. It should be the doctor re-examined the patient or the doctor examined the patient again. The boys rejoined the mob raising slogans or the boys joined the mob again raising slogans. Back. The word back is used wrongly with the verb return. The word return itself means come back or go back. Return already includes back, so there is no need to add the word back with it. Incorrect. He returned back from his office very tired. He did not return back my money to me. Correct. He returned from his office very tired, or he came back from his office very tired. He did not return my money to me, or he did not pay back my money to me. The word above means something referred in the previous paragraph, lines or statement written prior to this, that is, as stated above, as written in the above paragraph. From the above it is clear, going by the above. In these sentences, the word above has been used as an adverb, as an adjective, or as a noun. The word above is mostly preferred to be used as an adverb, and its use as noun and adjective is avoided. In its place, words like preceding, previous, or foregoing are used. For example, as written in the preceding lines or paragraph. Thank you, viewers.